Saludos, 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 ¿cómo está mi gente? Le habla Paracha de Game, directamente desde República Dominicana para el mundo, en el cual pues estamos nuevamente por acá, en lo que es el fantástico mundo de los videojuegos, trayéndole nuevo contenido del mundo Genshin Impact. Ahora vamos a realizar lo que sería la misión de Arconte, el Alba de la miel rosa, para así pues completar la historia principal que corresponde a la zona de Sumero. Pues nada, pues procedemos a invitar de una vez a cada una de las personas que observen el vídeo, si no se han suscrito al canal, a que se suscriban. Es totalmente gratuito, no tiene ningún costo. Por eso le pedimos también, por favor, que nos ayuden a seguir adelante, compartiendo el contenido con sus amigos y familiares, comentando la inquietud, queja o sugerencia que tengan para nosotros, y primero pues dándole like si les gusta el contenido que les traemos a través de este medio. Pues nada mi gente, acá como pueden observar pues nos vamos a la ciudad de Sumero para así pues completar con el objetivo que nos están indicando, buscar a la señorita la señorita, que su nombre es sumamente difícil de pronunciar. Sí, señor. Vamos a completar la misión. Vamos a salir de este sueño que tenemos profundamente en el festival Saberosus o Sanserosu, como se llame. Joder, tío, nombre difícil de pronunciar. Dunyarsa, la señorita Dunyarsa o Dunlagarza, por así decirlo. Vamos a buscarla. Sería por acá. Ah, pero mira que bien, aquí tenemos material gratuito, gente. Orquidita, tomatito. Y por acá, vámonos por acá. Dunyarsa. A ver qué tiene la chiquiri.
Just as promised, Traveler and Paimon. I'm so glad that you two came back to celebrate Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday. Indeed. The festival's tomorrow. We've been
There's no need to be nervous. I'm unsure that Lesser Lord Kusanali will feel everyone's gratitude.
Thanks, Paimon. I hope that everyone who comes to the festival will also have a good time.
Festival Sacerus. También disfruten. Por lo cierto, escuché que fueron a Porto Ormo. ¿Descubrieron algo?
Of course we went. A lot of things happened there.
I see. Sounds like you two had another exciting adventure. If there is another chance, I would love to join.
Claro que sí, que va a poder luego, chica.
Current state, we'd both be in for a lifetime of trouble.
Dia, you were eavesdropping.
It's called covert protection. Keeping an ear out for what's going on around my employer is part of the job.
It's all right, Dia. I'm near festival's tomorrow. I've been doing.
Even when you put it that way, it's...
Don't worry, my guardian knights.
Okay, fine, but only tonight. Tomorrow's a big day, and many no-good scumbags are gonna try to take advantage of that.
Oh, you two must be exhausted from your long journey back to the city. My apologies. I've already prepared a room for you to rest. Please follow me.
Whoa, you're so thoughtful. I'm so ready.
Ah, vamos ya con la señorita. Sí, el alba de la miel rosa activada. Véngale, y véngale por acá. Y nos vamos por acá de una vez. Sí, señor. ¿Qué hay acá? Jefa de la tienda de alfombra. ¿Quién eres? Soy la mejor vendedora de alfombra del mundo. No hay nadie mejor que yo. Aparte de alfombra, también soy la mejor cuando se trata de juguetes, joyería, artículos de cocina En todo menos libro. Después de todo está mesomero. Ok, mira, una chiquilla tiene su propia tienda y nos vamos por acá y nos vamos por allá. Sí, señor. Vámonos a la casa. Y Paimon tiene un sueño y vamos a permanecer así, un sueño externo. Como diga, jefa, perdona la molestia.
Not at all. Just tell me more about your adventures when you next get the...
That's Paimon's specialty. Paimon can tell you stories next time.
Oh, if you don't mind, how about we all of my friends will be working...
Yeah. It'll be pretty hard to relax and enjoy the festival if Dia's constantly hovering over you.
Then let's meet at the nearby bazaar first thing tomorrow morning. Have a great night.
It's a deal.
I may be too excited.
Como diga, jefa, mañana en la mañana.
Forward to the Sub-Zero. Oh, no.
Ah, ajá, ajá, ajá.
Did we oversleep? We should go meet the...
Vamos donde no. ¿Dónde no vamos a ir? Véngala por acá. Allá tenemos a la señorita Dunjarsa.
Traveler, Paimon,
Good morning, Dunyarzad. We must have overslept a little bit.
Not at all. I arrived early.
You've worked so...
You know it. Well...
Ok, vamos con la señorita Dunjarsa por acá.
They insisted on covering costs themselves.
Ah, aleluya.
They pay for everything out of pocket? Oh, sounds like they're not in this just for the Mora.
They all said that contributing to a lively festival atmosphere is more important than money. Especially since we don't often get to celebrate Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday.
Ooh, they're selling food over that way. Let's go take a look.
Ok, ¿qué hacemos por acá?
A stall offering foods from the Haftmewa feast.
Uy, uy, uy.
Oh, you could tell straight away.
Mushrooms, flowers, and all kind of fruit? So...
It's another Sub-Zero's generally speaking, the most common selections are foods like rukushiba.
Ruka wakasaka wakataka
You
haka.
don't have to...
Wait,
Así que se llama Ruka wataka wataka haka.
then wouldn't the Pyro Arconte... Oh,
Paimon, no Paimon.
Thanks.
A ver el otro, a los demás puestos.
Dear customers, would you like to try your hand at alchemical divination?
What's alchemical divination?
Right?
So, how does...
It's quite simple.
Sure sounds random.
That is precisely what we need.
Well, according to Lesser Lord Kusanali,
Why does everything sound so...
So that's the true wisdom behind it.
A ver, ¿qué nos tiene por acá?
Okay, one moment.
Paimon wants to take a look too.
Generally speaking, the moon signifies... It means... Wait a moment.
Is he really looking it up in a book?
Oh, I remember now. It means illusions and lies.
illusions and lies? That sounds rather ominous.
Yes, but this book says that if you trust your intuition and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
He's not even trying to hide his book anymore.
Naturally, fate will only ever show you the beginning of a journey. It is up to you to forge your own ending. Oh, thank you so much. I'll keep that.
Oh, it's nothing. I'm just learning as I go.
Guess that was still pretty...
Ajá.
They say the Sub-Zero's festival was very lively a long, long time ago. Large flower carriages used to
Vámonos.
parade through the city.
¿Qué tenemos
As they
acá?
headed towards Port Ormos, people would throw flowers, candy, and liquor all along the way.
Dunyarzad's eyes are sparkling right now.
I wish I could have seen that spectacle. But if you ask me, I'm sure Nilu's dance of Sub-Zeros would be just as impressive.
La danza Sanseru, Sanserito, Sanserio. Llegamos al puesto número 3.
Attention! Soldiers, fall into formation if you want any Yalda candy.
It's a weird guy. Hey, it's Dunyarzad.
In the few short days. All right, little soldiers. Take your Yalda candies and don't forget your loyalty to lesser.
Yes, Knight Ferris! Just what is going?
Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, is another Sub-Zeros festival icon, and one of men.
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can make such wonderful memories today.
As are we to you, Vihar.
Oh, not at all. Oh, speaking of tradition, do you want some Yalda candies? They're a...
Whichever one. Ooh,
And there's also lizard tail.
huh? What's up with those two flavors?
Onikabuto is a little spicier than lizard tail.
Dunyarzad, you tried them before? Traveler, help Paimon pick one. It's alright. Paimon believes in you.
Como diga Paimon.
Intuition.
Great. These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want?
Quiero la número 4, la número 4.
Excellent work.
Precisamente de eso, Tizi.
You survived so many epic battles because you had incredible luck, and Paimon was right.
Attention! Here's your Sunsetia flavored candy.
Thanks a lot, Knight of...
It's Night of Flowers, not Night of Candies.
Paimon really wilted the carriageless Knight of Flowers.
They all basically sound the same. We got our candy, so let's keep going.
Oh, actually, I just remembered. Can you come with me to get it?
Dunyarzad.
Ajá. Ok, directillo. Vámonos por acá. Regrese al alojamiento. Sí, señor.
We're too late. Who knew the little lady was such an early rising?
I know, right? Hey, wait a minute. Pause.
Oh, that most certainly is. We're in luck. She's walking right into our clutches.
Those Eremites don't look like they're up to any good.
Who are you? I don't believe the Homayanis hired you.
That's right. We haven't received any of their mora, but I wonder how much the Humayanis would shell out to get you back.
They're a gang of kidnappers! Traveler, hurry and protect Dunyarzad!
Hey, did you scumbags even consider that the Homayanis might have hired a merc that outclasses you?
You're... Dia! Dia the Flame Maid!
Don't speak so disrespectfully. My family started working with her as gratitude.
Don't worry about it, my lady. Just some friendly banter between mercs. One punch and those rabid dogs will...
Aren't your claws all dull?
Traveler, take Miss Dunyarzad to a safe location.
No, we're gonna stay and help. There's too many of them. You're right.
Please be careful, Dia.
Don't waste your time worrying about me. This is my job.
Como diga, señorita, gaje del oficio. Nos vamos por acá. En lo que dicen berenjena. Y en lo que dicen berenjena. Y llegamos a la zona que nos estaba indicando.
Dunyarzad,
I'm fine. My body always reacts like this whenever I...
You sure you're okay?
I'll be fine after some rest. I'm more worried about Dia. After all, none of this would have happened if I hadn't insisted on coming out today.
Yeah, don't worry.
Vámonos por aquí, ok. Siguen hablando y hablando y hablando.
My lady,
Bla bla bla.
traveler. Found ya.
Dia, you took care of them so fast.
Any more of them? Or rather, did anyone follow you?
Dia, your arm.
Oh, this? I'm fine. It's just a scratch. Normally they wouldn't have been able to land a hit on me at all, but
Please, let me take a...
Come on, it's nothing. Us mercs aren't as fragile as you think.
Hold on, you said something about a new greatsword. What happened to the one you were using?
About that. Well, I sold it, because I was low on Mora. Stuff like this happens every now and then.
It can't be. The anonymous donation that was used for the venue's final round of preparations?
Hey, Miss Dunyarzad, I wasn't trying to make you cry, and I'm not gonna lose my commission because I made my...
Okay, making her...
Como diga Don Jason, Don Jason, Don Jason, Dilla, Don Jason. Ok, vamos a omitir todos estos diálogos rápidamente.
Your condition. Traveler.
Yo me encargo. Yo me encargo. ¿Qué tenemos acá? Material gratuito. A ver. Vamos por acá. Vámonos al banquillo de los acusados.
Are you feeling better, Dunyarzad?
Yes. I didn't realize you were concerned about it. I guess I shouldn't continue to keep it a secret. I was actually born without...
Can't believe it's Elazar.
Oh, you've already heard of Elazar. In that case, you probably know Sumeru's current medical advancements still haven't been able to find a cure.
Dunyarzad.
There's no need to be sad. Compared to the simple... I know that my family loves me dearly. Did you know? Since I was a child, I'm sure my family's worried and disappointed in me for running away, but I just didn't want to have any regrets. I wanted to meet other people. To me, there's nothing more not to mention...
La señorita está enferma de Elazar. Se le pone la piel como una roca.
I once existed in this world, right?
As long as you don't forget Paimon. Paimon also won't forget about you.
Thank you two so much. I apologize for the depressing conversation. To be honest, Lesser Lord Kusanali gave me the courage to do all of this. If it weren't for her encouragement, I wouldn't have taken that first step. Thanks. There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living is not to leave behind an... Oh, right! Isn't it almost time?
Huh?
Isn't the dance of Sub-Zero's about to begin?
Vámonos ya para la danza de Sub-Zero.
Then what are we waiting for?
Yeah, we should...
Vayamos ya, vayamos ya. Vayamos con la señorita. Vamos, vámonos por acá. Uy, uy, uy. El gran bazar y el gran besito.
Were you not aware that the law prohibits this type of performance from taking place without prior permission?
Over there! Someone's yelling at Nilu!
I think I just saw the Academia's Grand Sage. Why is he here in person?
But the Dance of Sub-Zeros is one of the key parts of the Sub-Zeros Festival. If we can't...
The Sub-Zeros Festival. The law also prohibits the private hosting of large-scale religious festivals. Only the Academia can host such an event. If you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation into every single event organizer. The Grand Sage has already granted you much leniency. I advise that you
How... The Academia was originally responsible for the Sub-Zeros Festival, but they failed this responsibility for many years. This is a hard pill to swallow, but...
Art, dance. Our Archon created the utopia that is Sumeru City for all scholars who sought validity, verity, and truth, while people like you wish to defile it.
No.
With your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not believe you are qualified to debate with me. What you should be doing is finding workers to tear down this ridiculous eyesore. When we return, have the scribe draft an ordinance before the next Nyargarbaha Day that prohibits public art performances. We will announce it to the public later via the Akasha.
Understood. I will inform him when I return.
The Sub-Zeros Festival. Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content.
Nilu, are you okay?
Oh, Dunyarzad. You all saw that just... Yeah.
Let's go somewhere the Academia can't find us and perform there.
Or... Nilu, it's alright. Don't worry about it.
But you've been looking for...
It's okay. It would be too risky.
No importa, señorita Nilo, el Nilo.
Yes. Okay.
I can't believe this is how things turned out. Those heartless geezers.
It really is okay.
Como diga, jefa. Pero no, y no.
The next Sub-Zeros Festival a success. But Dunyarzad is running out of time. Yeah.
¿Y ese vi? Nuevamente se repite, estamos en un sueño profundo que va a ser repetitivo, gente, repetitivo una y otra vez. Pero no se apuren, que eso es parte de lo que corresponde al festival.
Not at all. I'm doing well. There's no need to worry. Shall we go?
Sure. They're selling food over that way. Let's go take a look.
¿Y qué es lo que le pasa a Dunyarzad? No habla, está hablando ahorita y ahora no habla. Se le comió la lengua a los ratones.
This is a stall offering foods from the Huffman.
You're quite well.
They're all planned, actually.
It's one of the Sub-Zeros Festival's traditions. People used to set their tables with 7 different foods to symbol.
Appear to be in the form of the moon.
Really? Paimon thought it looked like some kind of food.
The moon signifies... It's escaping me for now.
Is he really looking it up in a book?
Oh, right. But if you trust your intuition and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
Understood. I'll keep that in mind.
Oh, it's nothing. I'm just...
Guess that was still pretty interesting. Okay.
Vámonos por acá.
So, where to next?
¿Qué es lo que pasa? ¿No está hablando? Y la señorita siempre está hablando.
All right, soldiers. Now that you have...
Yes, Knight Ferris! What's going on?
Ferris, the night.
Oh, do you want...
What? Ooh.
And there's also...
Oh. Travel...
Great! These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5.
Nos fuimos con la cuarta.
Ah, excellently chosen. Number 4 is indeed Sunsetia.
¿Esa es la hazaña?
Very well last night. Or maybe we slept too much.
Oh, sure.
Huh? Where are you going? You're just gonna walk off like that?
Déjà vu, déjà vu, déjà vu, déjà vu, déjà vu. A ver qué es lo que está pasando. Dirígete a la taberna Lamba, Lambu, Lambi, Lambe, Lambi, Lambu, Lamba.
A feeling of deja vu? Oh, Paimon knows what that is. It's in that case. So, why'd you run here in such a hurry? So that's it. You're intentional.
Welcome, you two. Are you here for lunch? What would you like to eat? Got it. You...
Coconut charcoal cake? Isn't it oh. That thing? Are you really gonna eat it? Isn't this going a bit too far?
Ajá.
How was it? The look on your face is telling Paimon that it tasted awful. Then, you mean... That's impossible! We were just talking about how gross it looked! So, would this be a case of taste bud deja vu? Paimon also gets the impression that we've been here many times, even though we aren't regulars. How about...
Vámonos de acá. A ver qué es lo que tiene caballero para mí. Lamba, jefe de la taberna. Receta nueva. Comprándola toda. A ver, a ver, a ver. Hongo estelar. Legumbre pelada. Venga, le vámonos de acá. Multijugador, misiones, cocinar, acción alimentaria. Paparache. A ver.
What a coincidence, Dunyarzad. We meet again.
Oh, I ran into some kidnappers just now, but thankfully Dia came to my rescue. I started to feel unwell after that, so...
Kidnappers? Oh my goodness, are you hurt?
I'm okay. Not at all. I've always been like that. Besides, no matter how amazing today may be, it is but a single day. After however many more days, my time...
Paimon doesn't quite follow you, and Paimon feels like something's really got you down right now.
It really is fine. I don't mind. Huh? Did some...
Dunyarzad, have you ever felt deja vu? You know, like when you've already experienced something that's happening right now?
Deja vu? No. But my days have been the same for years now. Even if I were feeling deja vu, I suppose I would already be used to it.
Oh, Paimon sees. Then, is it only the two of us?
It's almost time.
Huh? Time for what?
Nilu's Dance of Sub-Zeros is about to begin.
Vamos con Nilu y el gran sacerdote o el gran sabio.
With your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not believe you are qualified to debate with me. When we return, have the scribe draft an ordinance before the next...
Understood. I will inform...
the Sub-Zero's festival. Go celebrate the birth of that god to your...
Como diga, jefe. Fariseo.
It's okay. There's nothing we can do about it.
But you've been really looking forward to this.
It truly isn't
true, but...
The next one.
Wait.
Vamos a salir de este sueño, gente. Está repetido.
What those heartless geezers did.
Me siento un poco mareado. No había pensado hasta ahora. Tengo la cabeza como un bombo. Vamos a darle. El B nuevamente. B.
Continue to monitor the variances in the data and find the cause as soon as possible.
Ok.
Why does Paimon feel so
Dunyasa, Dunyasa, Dunyasa. Hola, amiga Dunyasa.
Not at all.
Huh?
I'm doing well.
Great idea! Let's get going! Traveler?
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can enjoy the Sub-Zero's festival. Oh, are you interested in Yalda candies? I have some... It's not that... Each box contains a And there's also... No problem. These boxes are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want?
La cuarta nuevamente.
I like your confidence. No hesitation at all.
Paimon, you knew he always had incredible luck. What? He was right about all of them?
That couldn't have been luck. How is this possible? I packed all those boxes this morning and they've been sealed ever since. You couldn't have known before. Mind reading? X-ray vision? Or some kind of magic trick? This is what...
Tell us what's going on! Since when did you get superpowers? Traveler? Hey, where...
A ver. Vámonos por acá.
Did you see something? Us leaving Dunyarzad without letting her know is kinda rude, you know.
Vámonos por acá. ¿Tenemos algo raro por acá? ¡Ey! ¡Aleluya! Allá va, allá va. Paimon, ¿qué te pasa, Paimon?
What are you looking for? Why did we come? Traveler? That's...
Por aquí está. ¿Quién es ella?
already know that this isn't your first Sub-Zero's festival, don't you? I'm sure you already know how to use this. A knowledge capsule? Where did you get it? What's inside? You should use it too, Paimon. You know Paimon? Well, this seems kinda sketchy, but... What the?
Recuerdo de muchos días.
20th time at the Sub-Zero's festival? Huh? No. The 30th? 40th? Just how many times have we been to the Sub-Zero's festival? Have we been trapped in a single day? If it weren't for you, we wouldn't have even... What the heck was inside that knowledge capsule? Your memories are still scrambled? Try your best to remember. This isn't the first time we've met, and I answered that question a long time ago. Let Paimon think. Your sense of deja... It was as if a single sheet of paper was separating those memories from your consciousness. A familiar... As you can see, that first Dinnersod is in front of you now.
¿Está sospechosa la señorita?
She doesn't have a lot of time left.
Parece la de menos gusto a nadie.
Oh yeah, I'm Nahida.
Naida. Oh, por cierto, soy Naida.
Good. You passed the tab. What's happening? You can awaken our memories, and you seem like you know what's going on. Oh, wait. Please don't tell Paimon even you don't know. Everything in this world runs in a loop. This cycle is called the samsara. You, me, and everyone else are all stuck inside the one-day samsara. As for the truth, that's on you to find out. If you were told the truth instead of discovering it yourselves, it would literally blow your mind. I can only give you surface. She looks like she isn't...
Vamos a omitir diálogo rápido para así culminar rápidamente esto, gente. Porque está tardando demasiado. Diálogo y diálogo, y bla 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 y nada más.
What do you think the truth is?
Meditación. Ok, acá me dice que es cansar el de severo. La meditación de la adivinación química, la paragnesia, cansancio mental.
The moon, illusions, and lies. What's happening right now? My mind feels exhausted. The Grand Sage said, we've already experienced the Sub-Zero's festival.
El samsara del día del Cerberus. Hace asociación. ¿Con quién? Con la adivinación. Sería con la paragnesia. Bucle temporal, cansamiento mental, bucle temporal, cansancio mental, paragnesia, adivinación.
We've already experienced what's happening right now. The Grand Sage said, the moon, illusions. My mind feels... That should be it. What's happening right now seems to have happened. We've already experienced... The Grand Sage said, Ghost...
Por acá, por acá, por acá y por acá. Joder, pero si le estoy dando... Vamos a entregar la...
You've given similarly wrong answers in the past. A pity. Tell the wrong answer? Paimon thought that make a simple time loop. Juniors. The Ceres festival is happening. Let's think about our current situation. And to do that, Nahida rejects Paimon's memory.
Vámonos por acá y vámonos por allá. Una y otra vez.
Hey, it's you guys. I see. Did you come back to buy something? I guarantee the freshness of my products. I harvested them from the forest just yesterday.
He sentido algo raro últimamente. Sí.
Huh? What brought this about? I hurried back from the forest yesterday, and I'm selling produce here to...
To put it another way, if you really think about it, was...
What kind of philosophical nonsense is this? Are you two dating? Didn't you know that...
He actually has a point. Is this a dream? Is everyone dreaming? True? Anyway...
Hablar por acá.
Oh, it's you two. Was my divination so accurate that you felt compelled to compliment? Ooh,
You're really... So, you're...
Anyway, what kind of situation did you get into? Huh? What you just...
Paimon, we knew you were...
Marvelous.
When you say it...
I believe that the book only...
So that's how it... We haven't made any progress. Who else can we talk to? Paimon remembers that we tried talking to her a couple of times, but she always thinks we're playing pranks on her. You think? Yeah. Perfect timing.
Paimon, Traveler, you came at just the right time. Listen, there was a dangerous Huh? You saw? Then why didn't you jump in earlier? If someone was protecting Miss Dunyarzad, I could have went all out. Anyway, can you do something for me?
You want the Traveler to take Dunyarzad somewhere to rest up while you check to see if there's still...
How did you know what I...
We need to say something...
Vamos por acá, mandoble. La gente se me no puede enseñar,
Don't dream. That doesn't sound right. I need... Dia sold her greatsword to raise additional... The moon illusion. My mind feels exhausted.
El mandoble.
I didn't tell anyone about that, including Miss Dunyarzad. You couldn't have known. And just now, you live...
Alright, so this is the situation.
It's kinda hard to believe what you just told me. First, let me make something clear. Most of us desert dwellers might not...
She's quiet.
Yeah, her parents said that...
Huh?
I don't quite... My lady, are you angry?
Señorita, está molesta. Lleva de ella hasta Naida. Joder, tío, me voy a dormir aquí.
Nahida, we brought a friend. Are you busy? I thought I told. We just wanted
The real Dune?
Huh?
Hold on. Over there. Is that?
Wow. How perceptive. Does she have invisible antennae?
Miss Dunyarzad, she's lying down here, isn't she?
Her condition's really bad, and she's basically in a coma.
I can sense her aura. There are also lingering feelings of something like...
Do you believe us now? The Sub-Zero's festival has been repeating itself. So, you think the sages are behind this?
Yeah, they've always been against us. Wouldn't surprise me if they're using the Akasha to intentionally repeat the Sub-Zero's festival as a sick joke.
You have a point. Aside from the Dendro Archon, the Academia's sages are the only ones in Sumeru who could pull off something like that. Maybe there's more to the Akasha than we know. Right! Didn't you awaken our memories using something that looked like a knowledge capsule? That means you must know something about the Akasha! The Akasha relies on the power of a Gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. A Gnosis can do that? No wonder the Akasha is so magical. It's being powered.
So, this Nahida you mentioned. What did she...
She said, and Paimon quotes, the Akasha relies on the power of a Gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power.
Compiles the wisdom of the entire populace and grants knowledge to the people. Wait. I get the grants...
Did she mean that the sages enter new knowledge into the Akasha? Oh yeah, that sounds...
What a strange phenomenon. Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a Gnosis.
Para amnesia?
Right now, see... That doesn't sound right. I need to carefully think. That doesn't sound right. Okay, Nahida said... That doesn't sound right. My mind feels exhausted.
Cansancio mental.
I mean, the Akasha is causing our mental fatigue when the desert compiling the entire country's knowledge.
Sí, señor.
The Akasha pulled a 180 and is extracting information. Who knows?
What's the point of...
Just think about it. If this hive mind can...
Juan, así te quería encontrar. Juanita, Juanita Palmita, Juanita la Palma, Juanita la Palma. Palmita, Palmita.
What is it? Oh, that! Paimon knows what you're talking about. It's a single soft beep that sounds like it's coming from the...
The sound of a beep. Could it be a prompt tone for when the Akasha is operating?
That's probably an important clue. We weren't using our terminals, but we heard a beeping. Traveler!
I heard it too. Our ears aren't messing with us. There was definitely a beep, but it sounded like it was coming from inside my head. We took off our Akasha terminals.
Computadora escacha, como quiera, va a pasar lo mismo una y otra vez. Recuerdo y más recuerdo. A ver qué hacemos ahora.
Paimon remembers everything. Good. You adapted quickly this time. We definitely took off our Akasha terminals last night, but we still heard that beep. Why is that? But now we can at least confirm one thing. The Akasha definitely has something to do with what... Oh, Paimon doesn't get it. What? It's extremely difficult. If we're the moon? Was it? Anyway, knowing who I am won't help you get closer to the truth. So you should focus on other things. Don't get distracted and miss any clues. Okay then.
Ah, there you are. I've already taken care of those kidnappers. My lady, did you get hurt? What's wrong? Why are you both gawking at me like that?
You didn't get hurt?
Huh? What do you mean this time? Why are you so surprised that I managed to get out unscathed? Those kids were amateurs. How did you know about my greatsword?
So Tia's lost her memories after all.
Anything strange? You already know that I got a new greatsword. It's as if I've already used it to fight a...
You're saying that...
That's right.
Traveler, what do you think?
¿Será mejor habernos quitado los contenedores que llevé?
Yeah. Paimon's feeling really hopeful. Oh, you're right. Earlier in the Samsara, something like this would have never happened.
I have no...
So you want us to take...
How did you know what...
Como diga.
Listen, Nahida, do you think the Samsara has been broken?
Otra vez en la misma, van 800 veces.
Tomorrow will come. Everyone assumes this is how many today. It's even possible. Okay, no more. That gets some good rest. You know, use the bathroom and flush your anxiety dookie away. Huh? People always say they feel a sense of relief after they take a duk-duk. It's so strange and so against common sense that Paimon's at a loss for words. Yeah, even though it's happy and live with...
Esa voz.
We're still in the same day. Nahida, you already knew last night that we didn't break out of the Samsara? Why didn't you tell us? Would there have been a point? You would have spent the night with new worries, with tomorrow still out of reach. In that case, you might as well rest within that brief moment of hope. An opportunity. Of course. In the time we've been together, you two have been everything to... Paimon's flattered. In other words, Nahida's talking about confusing stuff again. Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. So, Traveler, did the new... Huh? Why are you scrapping your previous theory? Oh, yeah, you're right! So,
La predicción de la biodiversidad química. El Sansara de Severo, información de la cacha. Memoria muscular.
Mercenaries rely If all our memories of a day are erased at the end of that day. Okay, Nahida said we've already experienced the The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha operations.
El sonido de la cacha, información de la cacha, recuerdo borrado. Creo que serían los recuerdos borrados. Sí.
A brilliant deduction. Nahida, tell us if we're right or wrong. To put it simply, it's as if you've mistaken a pyro crystal fly for a firefly in the night. You lost sight of its true nature because you focused too much on your perception that it glows. That isn't simple at all! Why don't you go talk to Miss D? Right! She did help us!
Vamos por acá. Un festival sin fin.
There you are. Really took me a while to find you.
As expected!
Get hurt?
Well, you're still...
Huh. True.
Traveler, could you explain the situation to her today? Paimon's gotten a little sick of doing it. Oh, that works!
What happened to you guys?
Don't think too hard about it. Just take what we're saying at face value.
Alright then, let me get this straight. You're telling me that my body is...
Yes!
And I'd have to disagree.
Oh? Why do you...
If we've actually... Common sense says my wallet should have emptied...
Right! They could use the Akasha. It's not very likely, but it's also...
No, it is impossible.
You have proof?
You two are surprised. Come with me, Miss Dunyarzad.
A ver.
Who wants to show us something this time? 2 days ago, we were the ones taking her to see Dunyarzad.
This is it.
Huh?
See those marks on the dust? Let's say the sages did...
That's true, but...
And the sages would have had to reproduce. I'm a professional fighter. My mark, the force, angle, and entry point of each it's just as they say.
Is it really impossible?
People often say that a camera's photo... The same thing applies here. At a mere glance. Hope that cleared things up for you. Anyway, it's getting late. I should escort Miss Dunyarzad to Nilu's stage. See you later.
Well, back to square one. Is our memory deletion theory also wrong? Yep, that's true. Strange. Paimon feels... Huh? Leaving the city? You're right! It's really strange how Paimon can't believe it! Did we miss this because we're tunnel visioning too hard on our other theories? Or how about we go back and ask Nahida?
Nahida.
back early today. Did you find something new? Sort of. We're mostly sure now that we're not in a time loop. And we also aren't in the real world. But at this... leaving the city. As far as I remember, you've mentioned your plans to do that twice before. We did? But... let me think. I don't think you ever actually told me what the outcome... But you two saw... It is true that... Really? That... Yep. Something here is definitely fishy. Let's get the...
Otra vez el beat.
Our memories are back! About that... Traveler, aside from your memories that were just... listen to it and you'll understand.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zero's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them.
Traveler, you should be missing 2 days worth of memories. It's time to carry out... Okay, let's...
Is this an answer from this world?
Why can't we leave the...
Don't ask me.
I have a real...
That's your problem.
But it's not like you can just predict business matters in advance.
It looks like the academia already... Let's go and question... Hello, sir. Why can't...
Here we go again. We just received an order that no one is allowed to enter...
It looks like he really doesn't know. If we can't get anything out of him, let's take matters into our own hands. Why don't... This is a good spot. And the gun... Huh? What? Oh. Okay.
No llores, Paimon, no llores.
Come back and please... Memories! Traveler! Paimon will never see you again! Paimon waited for you for hours and hours at the city wall and you never came back! You promised Paimon come... Paimon doesn't care! Paimon wanted to go look for you, but you also said that Paimon should stay! Paimon was so worried and so scared the entire day! Okay, Paimon, can... I see. After that, you left the city. Paimon kept her eyes on you the whole time, but then you... disappeared in an instant. No way! Paimon was watching you with the fullest... What's your perspective, Traveler? You sure you don't have any memory of... I guess that explains everything. You also... So, if we leave the city, it really stops... But this way, we'll also never discover what's outside! Something like... a message? But... Don't look at me like that. I'm not used to being stared at. Well... Okay. You want something that can pass on messages, right? Yep! No!
Pasan días y más días y días vienen y días van y mucho más.
Here you go. What? Isn't this just an Akasha? You need some little changes. Akasha terminals are already capable of sending messages. I just tweaked it so that it can connect to any node. To make something like this? Nahida, you really know the Akasha like the back of your hand. Yep. I'll help you save the messages. It should be pretty easy to use. I just can't guarantee the user's status and signal coverage when they're outside. We'll never know until we try. Let's go then. Let's expose those things. All right. Okay. That covers everything that's happened so far. Yes. Although the signal was choppy and had some interference, we still managed to receive 2 messages from you when you were outside. Okay, now that you understand what's going on, let's hear the
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zero's festival in Sumeru City. I've entered another space. Before me are flowing sandstone and howling fish. All these spaces are empty except for the occasional ones that contain mute puppets rather than people. I can't sense any human presence.
That's one heck of an info dump. But there's another part here.
These spaces have... Behind me, a lot of spaces just appeared again from thin air. I get it now. Those spaces are actually...
Why did the message end right there? What did the Traveler want to... Probably because yesterday just happened to end at that... Oh, right. Paimon did hear a beep from the Akasha. Did it come from here? The message. After the beep... Traveler, what do you think that final space could have been?
All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in... Was that space actually the real... My impression is that each day in this samsara only end... That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right.
Oh, so that's what it is! After the sound of the beat later on, Traveler also mentioned Paimon's head. Well, consider... So no matter how... Wow, the Archon one.
Vámonos por acá.
Do you want some alone time to think?
The dance of Sub-Zeros is about to begin. I'm going to go watch it.
Okay.
Okay then. See you later.
Have you figured it out yet, Traveler? Time is ticking away. Awesome! What is it? Paimon wants to know. Oh, wait, no. Let's meet up with Nahida first. You can tell us both...
Naida, Naida. Joder, me he pasado.
You're back. Are you ready to take your Sub-Zero? Okay.
Okay. Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate. As... That doesn't sound right. People in Sumeru don't dream. All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common: a lack of human presence. Those spaces remind me of dreams, like the one I had in... We are all in a dream.
People in Sumeru think they don't dream, but the truth is, and those spaces, correct answer. Now, how did you conclude that the Akasha is capable of this? And it grants knowledge to the...
That doesn't sound right.
The Akasha relies on...
That doesn't sound...
The Akasha relies on... The Akasha relies on the power of a no... It is the manifestation of the god of... Oh, okay. Those dream-controlling creatures in the forest also get their power from the Dendro Archon, right? But... is stealing everyone's dreams are fantastical, complex, and full of imagination. People's brains are the most active when they're dreaming. In other words, dreams are rich bundles of human wisdom. So Paimon remembers her saying that the real story is that the... Oh? By the sounds of it, you understand the current situation pretty well. So then, what about this?
The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha operations. We still hear it every night, even though we removed our Akasha terminals. Those spaces kept disappearing. Those dreamscapes kept... The Grand Sage said, we've already experienced... My mind feels exhausted. That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right. We've already experienced this. That doesn't sound right. The beep is a prompt tone for a cot. That doesn't sound right.
Producción en masa de sueño.
Correct. The Akasha is keeping each person's brain in a constant dream state, but also separating their consciousness from their own dream. Their disembodied consciousness, no one is any the wiser. People wake up to yet another. So, this is like a dream? Very good. Okay. Alright, last question.
They say that alchemical divination is the Dendro Archon's divine revelation. So then, if... Now that I think about it, wasn't illusions a hint that we're all dreaming? Now that I think about it, That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right.
So you noticed. I thought that one would be the hardest question. That's why I put it last. That wasn't hard at all. Even Paimon guessed that. Everything about you is different. We just didn't want to expose you is all. Now that you mention it, Nahida, you've been hinting to us since the very beginning. It's funny. Thinking back to when we were asking all over the place for info about Lesser Lord Kusanali. Paimon didn't expect... Yes, those can wait until we're back in real life. On the other hand, I'd be happy to answer any more questions you have about here and now. You asked me that now that you know... Have you heard the saying, don't wake a sleepwalker? Like, your notion of reality? That's why I could only give you... Deceiving the people. After we end the Sub-Zero's Festival Samsara, we have to look into them. How can the sages... In the end, I'm just the moon. A sun and a moon? Oh, we're out of time today! I'll tell you how to break free of the Samsara tomorrow. See you then.
Como diga.
Good morning, Nahida. Wait. Now that Paimon remembers everything, should we instead say good morning, Lesser Lord Kusanali? Hey! What's wrong, Nahida? You don't look too good. I'm afraid that what you're thinking right now is correct. Did Dunyarzad already disappear? No. The real Dunyarzad's consciousness has indeed disappeared. It can no longer endure the constant dream harvesting. Paimon can't believe... She's actually something... The real Dunyar's... So another Dunyar... But personal puppets are stiff. And you know, Dunyarzad truly believed that she... Yes. I just gave her a little wisdom, so she could look at life in a new way. So that she could be her own person. But even far from it, I'm still alone. I couldn't even save her. Please don't beat yourself. I'm not beat. Don't be like that. To prevent more tragic. Great, but although the Sub-Zero's Festival dream is under the Akasha's control, only humans can dream. Even the Akasha is unable to create them. That means this dream belongs to a host who created. Huh? Well, which means imagination. Imagination, like when a server. However, the dream will. But right now, our host is unaware that this is a dream. No matter, find some. How are we going to find? And even if we did, after all, like it's extremely As for me, out of town. Yes, hurry and go. She was such a good person. Was such a... Yeah, but... Paimon's wondering. Do you think... Huh. That's true. Plus, the sages probably weren't counting on there being other factors beyond their control. Like Nahida and us. So, who do you think... Oh, let's go ask...
You're back. You left in a hurry last time.
Everything's fine.
An experiment?
Could you make a wish?
You want me to make...
Last question!
Okay. My wish.
Oh.
I noticed earlier, she just does... I've also want... When she placed the... What she didn't realize was that... Okay, yeah, that... Okay. I'm ready to make my wish. I would like Miss Dunyarzad to appear in front of me right now with a smile on her face. Here goes.
Please come true.
I'm gonna open my... Oh!
What?
Fucky? Nice try, you t-
Guess he isn't the host of this stream after all. Should have expected it wouldn't be this easy. It seems like everyone who knows...
My lady,
That sounds like Dia! Oh, right. This is what... Huh? But Dia can handle them! Hey, Traveler!
Oh, it's you. Great timing. Please take... Hey, this is my job. The homie Yanni's pay me, not you. You... Anyway, watch yourself.
So you got yourself...
There is no escape!
I'll be back. Following orders. That's close enough.
Let the show begin.
Propagate!
Paliza.
Were you just taking your anger out on those guys? You and Nikita both. Dunyarzad would have... Oh, and speaking of her, I just remember how during the first Sub-Zero's festival, before the Samsara started, we came here with Dunyarzad because she wanted to... She said it was because she had forgotten something. Okay, so Paimon's memory is working so far. Anyway, Paimon also remembers that she is staying somewhere... Yeah. This is the place! Hey! The windows are unlocked! Okay. Paimon's... This was only a temp... Should we open... Wow. Even though she must have, if we hadn't, but now that we know. What? Hey! Where are you off? It's Dunyarzad's puppet. Traveler? You must be exhausted. Come to think of it, we've been stuck in this place for a really, really long time. Heck, even the last time we were chatting happily with Dunyarzad feels like Paimon still remembers when we were sitting here. And the way her eyes sparkled when she talked.
There will always be frustrations in life.
That was what the real Dunyarzad said, wasn't it? Does that mean...
Yes, Traveler. What did...
Oh. So she's still just a puppet. But just now, how come... What? Where are we going this time?
If you continue to resist the grand state...
Oh. Traveler?
Traveler?
Traveler? Wait, they're not reacting. Have they been scared stiff? Oh, of course! If this is the sage's plan, they wouldn't put themselves through this. So they're just substitutes.
What is this? What happened to the Grand Sage and his entourage? Like I said, they symbolize the goddess of flowers. It's just a shame that all the real Padisaras went extinct after her death.
Yes. The Greater Lord brought forth new Padisaras in memory of the goddess of...
That beautiful shade of purple. But didn't you just say all the real flowers went extinct after...
Yeah. What's going on here? Huh? You guys are acting weird.
Hey! It disappeared! So Nilu's the host. What a surprise! Purple Padisaras don't exist in the real world anymore. But in Nilu's subconscious, they can appear as decorations on the stage. It's just like the... So when you saw the flowers... But if we want to end the... How should we make Nilu...
Am I dreaming?
Huh?
So I'm right. Is this Lesser Lord Kusanali responding to our celebration of the Sub-Zeru's festival?
Wrong guess, but you aren't completely wrong either. As far as you know...
Yeah, but
Ooh, sounds...
Yep. His piety... All kinds of spectacular scenes appeared in front of the First Sage. As if all the knowledge in the world was being painted onto a canvas right before him. He was captivated. After who knows how long afterward, the Dendro Arconte, his wife lying next to it. In the end, the First Sage...
So, the First Sage was dream...
Yes. But his...
Paimon understands where you're coming...
I see. Well, it just so happens that today's Sub-Zeru's festival is almost over. Since we're in a dream, let's make this final dance of Sub-Zeru's as beautiful as we can. The wait is over, everyone. I dedicate this to our god, the dance of Sub-Zeru's.
I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Nilou's dance.
Traveler. Oh, Paimon feels like she's been asleep for the longest time. Paimon, the Sub-Zero's... Have we finally escaped from the Sub-Zero Samsara? Quick, take off your Akasha terminal. She's not in her room. What happened? Huh? What usual... Well done, Traveler and Paimon. And thank you, Dunyarzad, for organizing the Sub-Zero's festival for me.
I'm sorry, who are...
Dunyarzad! You're okay!
Oh, Traveler Paimon. I have something amazing to tell. I just had a dream. And I saw Nilou performing the dance.
Misión cumplida, mi gente. Hemos llegado a lo que sería la parte final de esta. Hablamos con la señorita Catherine.
You're actually... And it's a really long story. We shouldn't disturb her. Her consciousness is still weakened. Let's chat somewhere else.
Vamos a hablar con la Hilda en otra zona para así culminar este maratón del día de hoy. Digo maratón porque la verdad es diálogo, 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 diálogo va y diálogo viene. Joder, tío.
After we parted on the last day of the Sub-Zero's festival, I left the city and saw what the Traveler had described. Among the countless dreams, I found one that was growing fainter and fainter. This proved my suspicion. Once Dunyarzad could no longer bear the Akasha harvesting her dreams, her consciousness began to dissipate. But this also meant it escaped the Akasha's control. Such a small fragment of consciousness can't last for very long, though. Where both will gradually fade until they completely disappear. I used all the power I had to keep her dying dream alive as long as possible. But it still wouldn't have lasted for much longer if it hadn't been for you two breaking the samsara. So it looks like we did manage to save Dunyarzad in the end. Not a moment too soon. Huh? Why are you two smiling so happily? I thought you'd be so moved that you'd start crying. I need to spend more time observing human emotions. Both are fine. Everyone reacts differently. Alright, you two must have a lot of other questions for me, right? After all, at the video you also heard, yeah! Has you two prop a message from the Scarlet King? Okay, so... is Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's residual many devoted scholars go... But I believe this, so the tree and... But... The Traveler wasn't a... No. We must decipher. This puzzle has life and death at stake. It could, to be accurate, I'm using the Akasha as a medium to occupy Catherine's consciousness. How did you do that? Poor Catherine. Does this mean you... Theoretically, I can enter anyone's mind as long as they're wearing their Akasha terminal. The Akasha is the legacy of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. As I've always respected... what about your own body? That story
Implantó la memoria.
At that time, however, I do understand it. So, the sage is basic in some way, and I... Yeah, you got a lot of believers. Trying to find a way to save Ermin's every once in a while. I will also take up the duties of the
¿Qué aprendieron los sabios?
Any big problems with the Academia's governance of Sumeru. This is the first time I've seen them. I wonder what caused them to go down this path. And what, even though the city's residents haven't noticed anything strange, if the Traveler hadn't broken the Sub-Zero Samsara, the situation could have become dire. I tried to do some investigating in the Akasha, but I couldn't find anything suspicious. And all the people of interest seem to purposely avoid wearing their Akasha terminals. I think they're deliberately trying to hide something. Oh, that reminds Paimon. In Gandharvaville, there was a sage who had invited Kainari to join some kind of project. Could it be related? Regardless, I need to first investigate the sage's motives, make things right, and punish them if needed. But I'll have to be discreet, or they'll see me coming. You mean how the Akasha stops you from having dreams? Yeah, it's been such a long time. No one's noticed something's up? It's not that no one noticed. It's more like no one cared. Ultimately, it's all rooted in the sage's misdirection. Misdirection? The sage has convinced everyone to believe that being unable to dream is a sign of rationality and wisdom. Not dreaming is a badge of honor in Sumeru. Even if the truth is that their dreams are being reaped by the Akasha. With their propaganda in place, the sages can maximize their use of the Akasha to facilitate their research. Besides, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata must have created the Akasha in the hopes that it could be used to its full potential. That's why Anyway, the perspective advocated by the sages drowned out any voices of doubt. By now, even those who never use Akasha terminals find it too
Creo que ya está más que bien y suficiente por ahí. Supimos todo lo que... Le preguntamos todo lo que había que preguntar.
Traveler? Paimon? Why am I here?
Maybe you were sleepwalking. You know you can't wake up a sleepwalker. We happened to walk by, so we thought we'd wake...
I see. Huh. I should visit my maintenance personnel sometime. Oh.
Ahora sí, gente. Misión cumplida acá. A ver. Espérate ahí, ¿no es? Sí, señor. Ya está todo completito. Todo. Bueno, pues ahí creo que ya sí está más que bien es suficiente. Pues le doy las gracias a cada una de las personas que me sigue a través de este medio. Este es su canal para Hecho directamente desde República Dominicana para el mundo, en el cual en el día de hoy le hemos traído el Festival de las Mil Rosas, en el cual pues para mí ha sido un honor pues haberle traído este sueño infinito que estaba envuelto nuestro protagonista, el viajero y la señorita Dunyasa, al igual que la señorita Hilda, Palmon y todo lo demás en el mundo de Terva, de la zona de Sumeru. Pues nada, pues procedemos a invitar por última vez a cada una de esas personas que observan el vídeo, si no se han suscrito al canal, a que se suscriban. Es totalmente gratuito, no tiene ningún costo. Por eso les pedimos también, por favor, porque nos ayuden a seguir adelante, compartiendo el contenido con sus amigos y familiares, comentando la inquietud, quejas o sugerencias que tengan para nosotros. Y díganos, pues dándole like si les gusta el contenido que les traemos a través de este medio. Bueno, mi gente, para la próxima transmisión vamos a estar realizando todo lo que tiene que ver con esto, ya que va a estar completito, la inocencia escultoria. Todo esto, ¿y cuál sería? Aquí lo tiene. Pero vamos a realizar todo sin ningún contratiempo. Pues nada, pues me despido, mi gente. Espero que tengan feliz resto del día, feliz tarde, feliz noche, que la pasen sumamente bien. Sería hasta la próxima entrega. Hasta luego.